Hiya, and welcome back to After Class, the game that teaches us that if I wasn't gay before, I am now. Holy shit, the characters are fuckable. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I need to figure out a better way to organize all these save files. Home sweet home. You notice several unpacked boxes sitting all around the room. I still need to unpack my stuff, but it's nothing too important, so I'll do it when I have free time. You ignored it and went to your room. What a long day. You put your bag on the desk, then laid yourself on the bed. You sighed while staring at the ceiling. Lying in the bed, you let your mind wander around. You are leaving too? I'm sorry, but yeah. Why are you leaving? My parents are leaving, so I have to go. Please don't go. Don't leave me alone here. I'm really sorry. Here, take this. What is this? It's a pendant. It's a pair. One for you and one for me. That way, I'll be able to remember you, and you'll be able to remember me. Oh, is this the pendant? Remember when you told us the story? I looked around and found them. So yeah, don't worry about it. We'll see each other again, and you'd better be up and running by then. Promise? Promise. Huh? I fell asleep. Am I really that tired? In that dream, it's been a while since I had it. That was the only childhood memory I remember. Or at least I believe that was my childhood memory. You noticed the moon shone brightly, and the light found itself into your room through the window. Still, it was too dark for you to comfortably see anything, so you turned on the lights. You grabbed your pendant that was in the backpack. This is the only thing I have that reminds me of him. With the pendant in your hand, you sat down on the chair to inspect it. I don't remember what happened, and the only memory of my childhood was that short dream. I asked my parents, and they told me it wasn't important, but the more they dismiss it, the more curious I get. I don't have any leads about it. Heck, I don't even know if everything in that dream was true. I know I have this pendant. That feels important to me, and that's it. But if it's true, then it's really dumb. A small promise between kids. I'm sure you'd forgotten about it, too. Maybe I'd have broken the promise. I mean, I don't even remember who he is. Ugh. Your head throbbed again, this time more intensely than this morning's headache. What's up with this headache? I need to lie down soon. What? Sheesh, it's just my phone. Jeez, I'm really out of it. No more thinking tonight. You put the pendant back inside your bag and checked your phone. And it's only a random phone notification. While checking your phone, you glanced at the time. It's pretty late, actually. I should go to sleep now. You charged your phone before you crawled up onto the bed. Today's been a weird day, huh? Especially with the people I talked to today. I feel like I've met them before. They were a bit too friendly toward me. Coach Gill and Anders excluded. I wonder what kind of school life I'm gonna have now. I guess I'll find out. But for now, I should go to sleep for real. Wait, I haven't showered or changed my clothes yet. Ugh, what a pain. You got out of your bed lazily, undressed yourself, and walked to the bathroom. Once you dried yourself, you put on whatever that was in your closet. Well, at least to help me relax. The headache is gone now. You took care of everything and were ready for some real shut-eye now. You snuggled with your pillows until you realized that the lamp was still shining bright. I forgot to turn off the light. Damn it, I was just about to fall asleep. You turned off the light and went back to snuggling your pillows, while slowly drifting into sleep. Day 2. After class. A small ray of sunlight found its way onto your face. It moved slowly onto your cheek and finally reached your left eye, making you open both of them. So bright. Is it morning already? Still a bit traumatized from yesterday's event, you hopped out of the bed quickly to check for the time. It showed 6:30 a.m. Apparently the sunrise in Highwell was a lot earlier than your home. Oh, I'm not going to be late today. That's really great. You made a mental note about that so you wouldn't freak out every time you saw the sun rising. Since it was still early, you made your way You made your bed before leaving your bedroom. Once you were done, you stepped into the hallway. Which one? I'm just gonna say, let's get some breakfast. Your stomach growled as you stopped walking. It wasn't loud, but it really growled. That means I'm hungry. I should eat something before I start my day. Let's see what we have here. There was nothing in the fridge other than a slice of bread and peanut butter. Shucks. I should get something at the grocery later. With another choice, you grabbed the last slice of bread and the peanut butter. You tossed the bread into the toaster and waited for it to be done. Meanwhile, you sat on the chair and checked your phone. It says here that it's going to rain this afternoon. I should head to the grocery store right away once I'm done with school. And it seems like I can still go home without getting drenched from the rain. I know where the grocery store is, so that shouldn't be a problem. I saw it on my way here when I first arrived. Since you knew about the weather, you switched to the browser app. It showed you whatever that might interest you. Damn targeted content. You kept scrolling down since they sure didn't gain your interest. You're so bad at figuring out what you actually liked. But you scrolled down enough. At least the ones in the lower page had the right idea. There's going to be a new Hatsune Miku Expo in Mexico? Interesting. Oh, new season of Food Attack anime is confirmed. Looks like this year isn't as bad as what they said. The toaster kerchunked at you to let you know that it had finished toasting the bread. Already? Now's fast. You put your phone down to snatch the toast out of the toaster. Now the fun part begins. Use the butter knife to smear the toast with peanut butter. Should have been just butter, but the nutty kind was all you had to work with. It was kind of hard to do, harder than you expected, but you managed to do it anyway. Okay, seeing my brother doing it was easy and fun, but that wasn't as fun as I thought it'd be. After putting the peanut butter back to the fridge, you stared at the peanut butter toast before you savored it. Don't ask why it's back to the fridge. Why is it back to the fridge? I'm not a fan of peanut butter, but I'm hungry. You ate the toast in a blink of an eye. Not literally, but it was fast enough. That'll do for now. I'm gonna put the dishes in the sink, and I'll wash them when I'm home later. We gotta do all of them. Okay. I absolutely need to shower. I refuse to see the world if I don't do it. I'm the type that needs to rinse off at least twice a day. I'm not the best looking guy out there, so I need to appear at least clean and fresh to the others. I don't want to ruin my already average looks by looking like I just woke up from 1 year of deep slumber. Especially my hair. It's like it has a mind of... Just like it has its own mind. Maybe I should cut my hair? No, never. Let's just take a shower. This time, it's going to be warm, relaxing shower. You wouldn't want to be late for school again. You wouldn't be late to school again. You wouldn't be late to school today, so you took your time to properly undress yourself. Instead of letting your clothes sit on the floor, you picked them up and put them into the laundry hamper. There was an indescribable feeling when you did that, so adult-like. Very independent. Felt like you were walking toward adulthood. Proud of yourself, you hopped into the shower with a heightened sense of pride. The warm water was flowing around your body, making you feel relaxed and soothed. You took a moment in the shower before you started to clean your body using soap. This watermelon soap. It's not red. Instead, it was white. Wow! 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 That is very descriptive. That is very descriptive. I'm pretty sure you can read that. That is very descriptive. Instead it was white. It almost looked like if you know, you know. Your mind started to wander around and you snapped yourself out of it. Gah! Lewd thoughts, go away. It was too late. You were already hard. The soap made your fur feel smooth and slick, and the sensation of your paw brushing against your own body, it felt good. Nope, 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 nope. Sensor bar, sensor bar. Why the fuck is that there? No, we need the sensor bar. Felt good. I think I need a robot. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I don't want to be late, though. You stayed still for almost a minute, but your heart... Anything, it was... Oh, God. Yeah. It was still early anyway. No need to rush. You dragged your left... Bad show. Very bad show. Stay there long because you're down there desperately wanted some attention. Deciding not to resist any longer. Oh my god. This is going to go so wrong in so many ways. I am very uncomfortable right now. You just turn the volume up, but then also, like, mute it. Because, yeah. Is this how we choose the route? Is this how we choose the route? Is this how we choose the route? Let me just save. Real quick. I guess what we're gonna do, let me bring this back. Let's, I guess let's work from the top to the bottom. Yeah, let's work from top to bottom. We're going to start with Mark. I am very uncomfortable right now. Surprisingly, your brain decided to manifest the images of Mark as if he was standing right in front of you. He was a strange guy. His personality was everywhere, and that smug look of his sort of made him look confident and good-looking. And as it... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Okay. Once you calmed down, you cleaned yourself once again as lust escaped your body, and your conscience started to take over. Now you really felt bad for... Yeah. Good. After... You turned off the water and stepped left foot first out of the tub. You dried yourself with a towel before walking back to your room. Okay. It's all over. I think, hopefully. I always forget to bring a new pair of clothes with me. I should make this a habit of mine. But then again, I live alone now, so that shouldn't be a problem. You grabbed a set of clothes and started dressing yourself. And I'm done. Let's get out of my room. Ah! His living room is full of boxes right now, but I'm sure it'll look empty after I've moved these away. Wish I had a roommate or two, but that would beat the purpose of living alone, away from my parents. Well, at least I don't have to worry about being too loud, and I can have the TV all to myself. It's not like I watch the TV often anyway, which means my electric bill won't be skyrocketing. You sighed heavily as you plopped onto the couch. It didn't take too long before your body started to relax. See what we have here. Grab the remote control on the couch and turn the TV on. There was a reality show going on where the participant teamed up with a partner and they traveled around the world to win a race. But something a little bit funny happened. Did that girl really just shoot her head with a watermelon? Looked like it hurt. One of the participants just had a watermelon slapped on her face because it didn't launch properly. Well, anyway, it didn't amuse you right now, so he switched to another TV channel. There was a cartoon show showing at the moment. The yellow guy seemed to be naked in the wild, and some pink-colored guy was holding a net trying to ambush the yellow guy. Is TV always this boring? And this one is a rerun. I've watched this episode like 10 times already. Press one of the buttons and the channel changed again. There was nothing interesting to you at the moment. You turned the TV off and got off from the couch. After turning the TV off, you stretched your back, making a nice cracking sound. Satisfying. Now what should I do next? I think I did whatever I wanted or needed to do. I guess I'll head to campus now. You grabbed your backpack and headed out of the house. After making sure that the door was locked, you turned your back and took a deep breath, ready for a new day. The weather was nice for the moment. It was neither too cold nor too hot. I can get used to this weather easily. Let's hope it doesn't change later in the day. As you walked through the alley, you saw someone leaning his body against the old building wall. He seemed distracted and not really doing so well. Hang on. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we are going to use the Wheel of Names to decide which we're going to do. We are going to leave him be. I don't think I should talk to him. I might be late to school too. You walked past the building and continued heading there, leaving Lars alone. You finally reached the campus and you stood next to the gate because you weren't sure what to do. And much to your surprise, you arrived quite early. The school was quite peaceful when it wasn't crowded, though it felt a little bit empty. Not long after that, you saw Mark in the distance walking towards the building. Yeah, I think we're on his route anyway, so fuck it. You decided to follow him. You're trying your best not to get caught as you followed him in the hallway. Why do I feel like I'm stalking someone? Soon he entered the restroom. Waited for a little bit for him to come out. He came out, but he didn't. Maybe I should go inside. Wow! Wow! Stalking. The door creaked as you opened it. Crap, you were supposed to be sneaky. Why am I approaching him like this? Can't I just walk normally? Making sure that he really was there, you looked around the stalls, but it seemed like no one was here. Weird. I'm really sure he went here, but where is he? Looked around some more and realized that the farthest most stall was closed. That was suspicious looking indeed. You headed there slowly, then suddenly someone pushed you against the wall. Gah! So, after fucking with our lives, you still haven't had enough. Now you're Mark? Walter? He let you go once he realized that it was you. What are you doing here? I was looking for you. I see. I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. It's okay. Someone else? Judging from what he said earlier, it seemed like they weren't on good terms. Someone else? Who were you expecting? Don't ask. Oh, okay. If you say so. I guess I'm not going to ask anymore. He straight up said no. Said to our classroom, unless you want to talk with me in here. No, let's head there and talk. Mark opened the door and exited the restroom, and you followed suit. Seriously though, why were you following me like a creep? Could have just called out to me. Didn't cross my mind. Anyway, don't do that anymore, unless you want me to pin you to the wall next time. Okay. And it's not helping that I almost had lewd thoughts when he did that. Think with the head that's on your shoulders, Walter. Mark hit your shoulder gently before you started drifting into your daydream. At least wait until we're in the classroom if you want to do some daydreaming. Huh? Especially when it's something that will get you blushing. I'm not... It's all written on your face, Walter. Trust me. I know more than you do. Okay. You can't even deny it. Shut up, Mark. Embarrassed, you walked faster than him, trying not to see his face. Inside the classroom, you looked for empty seats. The one you sat on yesterday was empty, so you headed over there. Mark did the same. Oh, that's neat. I came here before Mr. Stone. What do you mean? Weren't you here before him yesterday? Technically, yeah, but I was also late yesterday. Thankfully, Mr. Stone was standing by the gate looking confused. Then you arrived and he started talking to you. I used that chance to go into class before he did. And you didn't help him? Nope. I plan to maintain my good student status. Some kind of good student you are. Hey, you can't blame me, can you? I was late yesterday and I didn't have time. Well, I was late, but I didn't leave him alone. I wonder why. Maybe you know why. You spent your morning getting verbally abused by Mark. Although he made it clear that he didn't mean all of it, but his poker face game was so strong you weren't sure if he was serious or not. Moments later, Mr. Parker entered the classroom. Only a few noticed him. Everyone else was too busy talking with each other. To get everyone's attention, he clapped his hands. Alright guys, let's continue where we stopped yesterday, so listen carefully please. You didn't remember what it was about other than he briefly covered the syllabus. The word prose first appears in English in the 14th century. So it's about prose. I should take notes from now on. Mr. Parker continued his lecture about prose. You listened to the lecture thoroughly, until Mark tapped your hand. Hey, can you lend me a pen? I can't speak. Hey, can you lend me a pen again? Again? I forgot to bring mine. Again. I wonder, do you ever bring a pen? Not really. What do you bring to school? Nothing much, really. Want to see? He opened his bag and you peeked at what was inside. Unopened bags of chips, candies, and several unidentifiable items. Surprisingly, you weren't surprised with what you were seeing in his bag. But at the same time, you started to question why he was here in the first place. Still, I need a pen. Please. You had a feeling that he wouldn't stop bothering you before he got his pen. As you grabbed your pencil case from your backpack, you could see how fixated he was toward the pencil case. What? It really is old. You should get a new one. Why? It's really worn out, and the design is so last decade. Maybe someone with a better pencil case will lend you a pen. He stopped you before you put it back. On second thought, it has a nice design. I didn't mean when I said it. It looks chic. I heard that, by the way. You rolled your eyes and handed him the pencil case. Here, get it yourself. Thanks, Walter. I really appreciate it. No problem. Maybe you should love my pencil case to show your appreciation. But you really need to bring a pen next time, though. I'll try. Once he got the pen, he spun it around with his left hand. He thought he was going to take notes, but you were wrong. What are you doing? Bored, so I need some entertainment. His eyes lifted up as if he figured out something brilliant. Curious what he was going to do, you stopped paying attention to Mr. Parker's lecture. He grabbed his bag and opened a pack of chips. Somehow he managed to do it without anyone noticing. How did he do that? You want some? Are you even serious about going to school? Not really. Why are you going to school then? Secret. I'm not sure if you're joking or not. I'm mostly joking. One thing for sure is that I don't plan on listening to boring lectures. What happened to maintaining your good student status? And now he began to take notes as if he were listening to Mr. Parker's lecture. Huh, you're taking notes now? Did I hit the bullseye? Mr. Graham, please pay attention to class. Huh? Yes, I'm sorry. Apparently, everyone had been staring at you since you raised your voice. You had forgotten that class was in session. Mr. Parker continued his lecture after telling you to pay attention. Little did you know, you'd been a source of entertainment. You shot him a glance, but he only smirked, and then continued writing in his book as he bit into a single chip that he had hidden between his lap. You little... Not my problem. I'm not going to let this slide. What did I say about paying attention to the lecture, Mr. Graham? Please head to my office after class. Okay. You could feel the students gaze at you for a moment. Some of them were giggling, while some of them were giving you a disapproving look. Mark, on the other hand, looked like he was going to burst into laughter anytime soon. But he didn't. At the end of the day, you were the only one who got into trouble. Ignoring Mark, you listened to the whole lecture thoroughly. That's it for today. Don't forget to read page 17 about prose types. We'll have a quiz next week, so be prepared. Class dismissed. You managed to stay awake the whole session. With how boring the class was, that was an achievement. Man, that lecture really dragged on. I think I should go outside and get some fresh air. And Walter, head to my office immediately. Crap, I totally forgot. Mark approached you, grinning from ear to ear. Grinning was not correct. He was literally laughing. Hey, Walter, any plans today? You literally just heard what Mr. Parker said. Calling him Mr. Parker already, huh? How bold. It doesn't mean anything. Sure. He told me to call him Parker instead of Mr. Stone. I mean, he's my professor, and there's no way I'm calling him that. I'm just messing with you. He told me the same thing. I hate you. I know you don't. I'm considering it now. Anyway, do you have plans after your private talk with Mr. Stone? First of all, it's not private time. And no, I don't have any plans after this. I need to get food for tomorrow's breakfast, though. Great, let's head there after Mr. Stone's done with you. Huh? Sure, but what are you going to do? What could I possibly do in a grocery store? Fair point. Now go, have fun with your Mr. Parker. Meanwhile, I'll be in here with Avi. Good luck, Walter. Thanks. You stood nervously in front of Mr. Parker's office. In your experience, not that you had many, being called into a professor's office meant trouble. I'm in trouble now. The door was closed and you knocked on it. You heard Mr. Parker telling you to come inside. Walter, please have a seat. Alright, thank you. Is there anything you need from me, Mr. Parker? I don't know. You tell me. I'm dead. My school life ends here. You froze, trying to form a response that wouldn't cost your school life. Such exaggeration. I was just kidding you, Walter. You weren't paying attention to the lecture earlier. Did someone bother you? Or did anyone distract you? Was it Mark? Do you need me to move a seat away from you? Huh? I think you got the wrong idea, Mr. Parker. No? He was just borrowing a pen from me. I kind of forgot that class was in session. He didn't threaten you to say this, did he? What? No, Mr. Parker. Where did you get this idea from? He averted his gaze when your eyes met his. Maybe I've been misjudging. I shouldn't be speaking things like that about my students. That's alarming. In any case, you're excused for now, but please don't do that next time, okay? You can take it easy, but make sure you listen to the lecture and don't bother the others. I don't want any of you to be uncomfortable after all. Okay, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm glad you understand. Actually, that's not the reason I called you here. I was wondering if you want to look around with me today, since I couldn't make it yesterday. Oh, I'm really sorry, Mr. Parker, but I already have plans with Mark. I see. That's okay. You could see that Mr. Parker's expression changed somewhat. With Mark, huh? Nothing. Off you go, then. Okay, I'll get going now. I promise, I'll make it up to you next time, Mr. Parker. I'll look forward to it. Be careful while hanging out with him, okay? Huh? Hydration. Also, let me get comfortable with this blanket. It's like cold as hell and I do not want to turn on the heater. As you closed the door and turned around, you saw Mark leaning against the pillar by the window while playing with his phone. It seemed like he had been waiting for you the whole time. Noticing that you were done with Mr. Parker, he put his phone away. Huh, that was fast. Yeah, it was nothing apparently. You look a bit out of it. Did anything happen while you were inside? Did he reject you? Just messing with you. He was saying something, but your brain didn't register any of it since it was thinking about something. You weren't equipped with the ability to multitask. Without saying anything or realizing that he was feeling guilty, you stared at him blankly. Truth be told, the last bit of your interaction with Mr. Parker in his office bothered you. You wanted to ask Mark about it, but you didn't know how to do it without sounding rude or nosy. Maybe you didn't have to ask at all. The Mark you were looking at right now seemed sincerely worried and a little bit guilty. Maybe Mr. Parker was just telling me not to let him become my bad influence is all. There's no way he's a bad person. After a few minutes of silence from you, it was time you smiled at him, topped with a head shake. It's nothing. You said we'd go to the grocery store together. What are we waiting for? Don't pin this on me. I was waiting for you to finish being a weirdo here. Anyway, let's get going. It's about to rain soon. You looked out the window toward the sky. Sure enough, it was dark from the clouds. Clouds looming over the town. Okay. Oh yeah, where's Avi? He went home. By himself? I thought he'd be coming with us. Don't know. Problems with clay. Clay? Why clay? Does he do pottery? Not a lump of clay, but clay. Are you serious? He's the one who sits behind you. Oh, that blue-haired guy? Pfft, I'm gonna tell him that you called him blue-haired guy. Wait, don't! He laughed as he walked toward the exit. I will tell him if you don't start walking. Chop, chop. Coming. Of course it rained before we got here. Good thing we're not that drenched. It could be worse, yeah. It's cold out here. Well, let's head inside. We'll be dry before we know it. Okay. Both of you walked into the grocery store with damp clothes. You soon realized that wasn't a good idea at all. God, it's really cold in here. Oh. I forgot they have air conditioning here. You're evil. It was his plan to bring you inside all along. He knew it'd be colder in here. Let's just get what we want and get out of here. Alright. You're getting food, right? Instead of the food aisle. Yeah, nothing fancy though, just bread. Just bread? Just bread! Okay, sure, bread aisle it is. You sure you only need bread? Yup. I don't really eat that much for breakfast anyway. Still though, eating only bread is kind of boring. Not to mention the lack of essential nutrients for your body. I have peanut butter too. Ugh, not a fan of peanut butter. Me neither. I dislike it, but I still eat it. Don't even try to feed me peanut butter. I won't. Good. Mark played on his phone as he left you to your own devices. You're surprised about the variety they got in this kind of store called Publix. That was placed in the middle of nowhere. You remember the store back home had only half of what they had on the racks in front of you. Dad would love it here. But having a lot of variety meant more choice making. You were standing in front of the wall of bread deciding on what to get for sustenance. I'll just get what I've been eating back at home. You caught a few glances at Mark while you were looking for the bread. You remembered what he told you. You remembered that he told you had something to do in Publix. But what was it exactly? Hey Mark, didn't you have something what you do here? Hmm? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna wait until you're finished looking for your bread, though. Okay, oh, okay, give me a minute. Take your time. Alright, I'm done here. You plan to get only the usual kind, but what you were holding said otherwise. Bread roll, breadstick, white bread. You sure like your bread? Yeah, the bread roll and the breadstick aren't for breakfast. I plan to eat them later. I am already questioning your diet right now, bread boy. Bread boy? I'm just hungry, okay? Why didn't you say so? Didn't get a chance to say it. Well, put those away. Huh? Why? What about my breakfast? We're going to get some real food to eat first. We'll come back later. It's fine, I'm not that hungry. You said that, yet your stomach growled, protesting about how you just declined a lunch with your new lion friend. Well, shit, I insist. Come on or I'll be mad. After putting the bread back to their respective shelves, Mark dragged you to the food court without letting you properly say goodbye to what would or could be your bread. Goodbye, my loves. I said it's fine, though. Tell that to your stomach, and that's the reason I came here anyway. It's feeding 2 hungry men with 1 single trip. Shouldn't it be killing 2 birds with 1 stone? So outdated. Huh. I thought we were going to eat outside. It's raining outside, Walter. I mean, I'm a little taken aback by the size of this place. From the outside, it didn't look that big. Well, this is the main grocery store in this part of Highwell. I mean, there are more here and there near my place, but none of those are as convenient as this Publix. So yep, this place is big. Heard the food here uses fresh produce from this grocery. That's nice. So, order me a nasi uduk from that food corner over there, and I'll find a place for us to sit. I definitely mispronounced that.
Self-voicing enabled. Mark, so, order me a nasi uduk from that food court. Self-voicing disabled.
Nasi uduk. I'll find a place for us to sit. Nasi uduk? What's that? It's a steamed rice cooked in coconut milk dish originally from a province in a country from the southeast. It literally means mixed rice. I see. I'm surprised you knew something like that. He put his phone down discreetly. Online encyclopedia. Here's the money. Get something for yourself too. My treat. Shoot, shoot. He gave you the money and then walked into the crowd. What about your drink? I guess I'll just order whatever's available. Headed to the said food corner where an attendant greeted you with a smile. I do not know how to say that, so text-to-speech.
Self-voicing enabled. Attendant. Salamat datang di Pondok Asia.
How can I help you?
Voicing disabled.
When he spoke, you didn't understand half of it. The sentences was too foreign for you to respond properly. I love chicken. You could see the attendant doing his absolute best to maintain professionalism and not burst out laughing the exact moment you said that you love chicken. Ah, it's your first time buying food here, isn't it? Yes! Please go easy on me! It's the same like any other restaurant. You just say hi and say your order. I see, but what does that mean? That's the sentence you said earlier, I mean. Basically says, welcome to Pondok Asia. Nothing too complicated. Okay, now I feel dumb. Don't be. Well, anyway, what's your order? You looked at the menu and nothing made sense until you saw English text next to the foreign names. Can I have 2 nasi uduk, please? Oh, hey, not too bad for a first-timer. You sure this is the first time ordering here? Yes, I heard my friend pronounce it earlier, that's all. Well, 2 nasi uduk. Anything else? Give me a moment, I'm looking at the drinks. Take your time. God, everything is so foreign. Where's Mark when I need him? The attendant noticed that you were having a hard time deciding what to drink. Since you're new here, may I suggest something? If you're eating nasi uduk, you might not want to drink something with a lot of coconut milk. Like mung bean drink, for example. Or why is that? Nasi uduk contains a lot of coconut milk. So does mung bean drink. It's not good for your bowels. I see. Mark did mention about coconut milk. Since I can't have that much of coconut milk, I shouldn't order the mung bean drink. Not to mention the price. I should order the cheapest drink since he's treating me food. I'll have 1 iced tea and 1 iced lemon tea. 2 Nesai Uduk, 1 iced tea, and 1 iced lemon tea. Here's your receipt. You can pay near the cashier over there. Alright. Terami Kasi. Teramakas.
Self-voicing enabled. Attendant, Terai Makasu. Self-voicing.
Please come again. Thank you. Ah, you're welcome. He smiled, then went back to work, toward the door which led to the kitchen. With the receipt in your hand, you walked to the cashier and paid for the food you bought at Pandok Asia, or whatever it was. He gave you another receipt with the charge and a wooden plate with number 16 carved on it. This is kind of different from back home. What am I supposed to do with this? Mark was sitting at a table near the wall. He saw you and gave you a gesture to go to him. They gave me another receipt and a wooden plate with number 16 on it. And? What's next? He grabbed the receipt and wooden plate. You just put the wooden plate on the table. The waiter will come with our food. Interesting. This is a bit different. This is a little bit different from back home. I see. So, you're new to Highwell, yes? Yeah. How does it compare to your old place? Different, but not in a bad way. The weather is nice, it's not that crowded, and everyone is friendly at school. I bet that's because of your cute face. What? That's not true. You can deny it all you want, but I think you have a cute face. Ah, look at you, getting flustered over a compliment. It's just too sudden, that's all. Anyway, speaking of Highwell, are you from here? I was born here, then I moved somewhere else and lived for around 4 years with my grandma. Everything was going well until he paused for a bit. I came back to this town because my dad asked me to come back. I was 6 back then. Or maybe 5, I don't remember. Anyway, that's not important. You can say that I'm very familiar with this town. Alright. Well, how old are you? I'm 21. Oh, you're younger than me. I'm surprised you didn't know. Hey, we just met for a day, okay? And you don't look any younger than me. That's just rude. I'm joking. What did you get for the food? Never mind that. I can just look at the receipt. Right. The same, huh? Yeah, I don't know anything about the food presented in the menu, so I just ordered the same thing. Well, you won't be disappointed. How can you be so sure? Because I said so. Okay. Why is it taking so long? Oh, come on, Mark. It's only been 5 minutes. There's no way they can make it that fast. He looked at you surprised. Is there something on my face? I didn't know you had common sense. Excuse me, what? Nothing, nothing. Fine. I'll remember that. Make sure you do. With nothing to say at the moment, Mark picked up his phone from the table and started fiddling with it. Hey, look at this. They posted a new trailer. He got up and moved to an empty seat next to you. When he showed you his phone, there was a game trailer playing, and he looked very excited about it. The trailer itself was new to you, but for some reason the characters weren't. You wondered why. Okay, I'm actually kind of... This looks interesting. What is this game? This one is called... When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. This one is called Kingdom Hearts 3. It's from the Kingdom Hearts series. Kingdom Hearts. Sounds familiar. What's it about? It's about a fort... This is literally just Kingdom Hearts. It's about a 14-year-old boy named Sky. So in the first game, he's separated from his friends from when their world, Fate Islands, is invaded by creatures known as the No Heart. During the invasion, he obtains a weapon called the Key Edge that allows him to fight the No Heart. After obtaining the Key Edge, he is teleported to another world, Transit Town, where he meets these 2 guys over here. He explains the game with gusto. Continuing from the latest game, Sky and his 2 friends attempt to search for 7 Guardians of Sky. of sky and something called the Key to Free Hearts, while King Mike and Land search for the previous key edge wielders. Previous key edge wielders? Those three I explained earlier. Water, wind, and earth. Oh, okay. So by the start of the game, you can see that Sky has completed his mastery mark, which he was attempting to do at the end of the previous game. This one in the trailer will be the final chapter of the Dark Finder Z-Heart saga. I think that's all about this game. Whoa, you know a lot about this game. I'm a big fan. I see. That's good to know. So what's your opinion about this game series? It's literally just Kingdom Hearts. I think it's awesome. I don't see a lot of commercially successful crossover games. Right? I'm glad they decided to make this game. Yeah, I love how they connect the storyline. It sounds complicated, but the way you explained it makes it easier to understand. Really? I'm glad then. I can show you the game if you want. You have the game? Yeah, all of the main games and spin-offs. Whoa, then can I play it too? Yeah, sure, if you want to. Yes, please, that would be great. Great, I'll let you know when I'm free. Yeah, about time they give us our food. Mark moved to his seat when he noticed the attendant was walking towards you with your order. Hey there, sorry for the wait. We had a bit of trouble in the kitchen. It's okay. Well then, 2 nasai uduk, 1 iced tea, and 1 iced lemon tea. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. He put all of your order on the table. The food looked delicious and it smelled good too. Now the food is here, let's dig in. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Took a bite of it and your taste buds got a very pleasant surprise. Whoa, the rice itself tastes good. Yeah, they cooked it in coconut milk. That's why it tastes great. You should try the chicken, it's even better. You listened to Mark's advice and took a small bite of the chicken. Oh wow. It's great, right? It's not like any other chicken I've tasted before. Told you. I think this might be my new favorite food. Haha, that's great. It's one of mine too. You and Mark finished the food. I'm stuffed. Thanks for the food. It was good. Yeah, it really was. Sit back downstairs and get your bread before we go home. Yeah, I think the rain's letting up too. You left the food court with Mark and headed back to get the bread. Bread. You walked toward the entrance with Mark to pay for your bread, and then you noticed someone familiar standing behind the counter. Oh, who's this? Anders, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't know you work here. Just started today. Huh, no wonder I've never seen you here until now. Things suddenly went quiet. You had to say something. Actually, checking out. Sorry. I got distracted. No, don't apologize. Man, I feel really bad for him. He quickly scanned your items. After he was done, the small screen in front of you showed how much you needed to pay. You grabbed your wallet, but Mark had already paid in your stead. Hey, what are you doing? Paying? I know, but it's my stuff. Well, I'm paying for you. But why? Think of it as a... Hiya. It has. Think of it as a thank you for eating out with me today, yeah? You also treated me lunch. So? At this point, you realize that there was no winning if you argued with him. Thank you. Don't mention it. Thank you for shopping with us. See you tomorrow, Anders. It stopped raining, finally. We can go home now. Yay! Yup. Well, I'm going now. Thank you for coming here with me, Mark. No problem. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun. Anytime. Don't forget to store your bread properly. He waved his hand and started to walk to the other side of the road while playing with his phone. Without him around, you decided to head home. It's kind of cold because the rain only just stopped. You folded your arms to keep yourself warm as you walked until you reached home. Now, I just need to unlock this door. After unlocking the door, you entered your home. Finally home. You remember what Mark said to you earlier. Don't forget to store your bread properly. That's what he told me. But the question was, how to store your bread properly? I don't know. Maybe in the fridge? Yeah, that must be it. Somehow convincing yourself that putting it in the fridge was a good idea, you decided to do it. After that, I'll shower and go to sleep. Might as well do laundry. And maybe unpack my stuff. Or not. What a long day. Mark was standing near the grocery store with your pencil case in his hand. He said we just met for a day. He put your pencil case into his bag and then walked away. It's fine, I guess. time to go back to that hell house. Day 3. After class. Chicken nuggets. Huh? Oh. I don't. What's sad is that I actually do have a loaf of bread in my fridge. Like I legitimately have a loaf of bread in my fridge. Picked up the phone to see whose call you just missed. Unknown number. Which one? Do we want to call the possible scammer or stranger danger our way out of this situation? What if it was someone I know? I should try to call the number. Beep. The number's busy. Oh well, let's head to the shower. As you got up from the bed and started hobbling out of your bedroom, you briefly looked back to your phone sitting on the nightstand. What if they call me back while I'm in the shower? Hiya! I'll take my phone with me, just in case. While grabbing the phone that was sitting on the nightstand, you looked through the window and started to daydream. I'm sorry, but after the beginning of the stream where Walter did something inappropriate, I don't trust it. You looked out through the window and started to daydream. Before you were in too deep, you quickly snapped yourself out of it and headed into the bathroom. At first, you thought bringing your phone with you into the shower since it was water resistant. But seeing that you could reach the vanity easily from your bathtub, you decided to put it on there instead. You walked into the shower as soon as you undressed yourself and tossed the laundry into the washing machine. You're particularly thankful that your parents decided to rent you a house with a washing machine and a dryer included. It would have been a very tedious task to hand wash your clothes in your sink, or bathtub, or wherever you decided to do it. You're in the middle of shampooing your hair on your head when you heard the phone start ringing. Aw, why now? Watch, it's gonna be Mark. Why now? You didn't want to miss the call again, so you decided to rinse your face and hands real quick while letting the shampoo sit around your head. It's Mark. Are you in the shower right now? Yeah, was shampooing when I heard the call. Oh, do you want me to call you back later? Nah, I'm already holding the phone. Might as well talk right now. Sure. Oh yeah, sorry for missing your call earlier. Huh? Didn't you call me this morning? The call was silent for a good 5 seconds. No? Anyway, I'm just asking if you want to head outside with me before school. I'm near your house, so let me know if you want to hang. That way I could stop by real quick. Oh, okay then. I'll let you know once I'm done showering. Cool. Don't do weird things while thinking about me in the shower. What? I would never. Okay. But yeah, let me know. Okay. He knows. After the conversation came to an end, you hung the phone up in shame. Knowing that you definitely had done what he just said about not doing weird things while thinking about him in the shower. Now I need to decide if I want to hang out with Mark or not. You were in the middle of brainstorming when you heard the doorbell ring. Who could it be? Coming. Good morning, sleepyhead. Morning, Mark. I got here earlier than I thought, so I decided to come whether you want to hang out or not. Right. I was in the middle of decision making. Sadly, you were too slow. The final boss has arrived. Oh, do you want to come inside? Glad you asked. Yes, please. It's freezing out here. Without hesitating, Mark removed his shoes in front of your door and walked inside like he owned the house. Sorry, the place is a bit messy right now. Yeah, don't worry about it. I've seen worse. You really just moved in recently, huh? You think I was lying to you? No. Okay. Do you want anything to drink or eat? I only have bread we bought yesterday, though. Nah, definitely don't want to eat anything right now. Oh? I was going to ask you if you want to head outside and have breakfast. You woke me up early in the morning just to ask me that? Yes. For some reason, it frustrated you a little bit. You still could have been sleeping peacefully in your bed, dreaming of tender nuggets, but on the flip side, he woke up early and thought of having breakfast with you. How sweet was that? Which one? Chicken nuggets for breakfast. I'm never going to get over this Soleo Tales of a New Dawn music in this game. I'm never going to get over it. Chicken nuggets for breakfast. Since you're already here, it would be rude to turn you down. Good choice. Where are we going to have breakfast, though? Heard there's this donut place that opens early in the morning near Blublix. What do you say we go there and head to school after that? Sure. I'll go grab my phone. 1 second. Take your time. There we go. With a little rectangular device on your possession, you looked around your room to see if there was anything else you needed for school today. After confirming that was it, you headed back to the living room. Ready to go? Went back to where Mark was. You noticed that he moved your backpack next to him. Yeah. Here's your backpack. I don't want you to forget about it, so I decided to put it close to me. Oh. So that was what he was doing. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, no, let's go. I hate the sky here. That's a very provoking, unprovoked statement. Where did that come from? Can you believe it's already this bright at 6 in the morning? Haha. I don't remember when was the last time I saw sunrise. You certainly need to wake up before 6 to see it. I see what you mean now. Heading to Blublix, yes? It's faster to go from here. Obviously. Last one to get there is the rotten egg. What? He didn't even let you react to it first. He just dashed toward the other end of the road while you were staring at his back in confusion. Even though it was a childish thing to say or do, you had to admit that you didn't want to be the rotten egg. Your competitive side wouldn't let that happen, so you jogged a little bit to catch up with him. You will be a rotten egg if that's the best you could do. Ha! Easy for you to say. Fucking Lars. Oh, nice. I don't see a line from here. We're still early enough. Yay! We made it! Once you managed to catch up with him, because he stopped to observe the surroundings, you made yourself fall onto the pavement, seating yourself on the sidewalk next to the bus stop. He looked at you and called you a rotten egg for being the last one to arrive. It wasn't a fair game to begin with. From your perspective, it seemed like he was mocking you, even added a scoff at the end. How weak. I just ran on an empty stomach. So did I. Maybe you should head outside more and exercise instead of lazing around the house the whole time. He was right, but exercising? Bleh. Before you realized what was happening, a pair of strong feline arms started hefting you up. You looked over Mark's right shoulder and had a clear view of what looked to be a quaint little cafe. But more importantly, put me down! Oh, okay. Without any warnings, he did as you asked him to do. It was too sudden that you almost lost your footing and fell down onto the ground. Thanks to Mark, with his quick reaction, he was able to help you stand properly. She stopped giving me heart attacks early in the morning. You asked me to put you down, so I did. At least let me prepare. Man, you're a handful. He said that as you crossed the road. We're gonna leave off here tonight. I swear to God, the mental gymnastics. Just, Heck, notice? What's this? I should Um, I don't know what else to say, so stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.